In the mist-wreathed hills lived a master calligrapher named Kaito. His home was a study in simplicity, every stone in the garden placed with intention, every wooden beam polished by time. Kaito's life was a meditation on control. He was a legend, his brush said, to move not with ink, but with the essence of stillness. His studio was a sanctuary of order, stacks of snow-white paper, brushes resting on jade holders, the air still and silent. But Kaito carried a hidden burden. Though the world saw beauty, he saw only the potential for failure. He was the architect of his own prison of excellence. The joy of a perfect stroke was fleeting, but the agony of a single millimeter's error would haunt him for days. His pursuit of perfection did not bring peace, but a constant, quiet torment. One day a commission arrived from the great temple on the mountain peak. The monks desired a single scroll for their new meditation hall. It was to feature one character, Wa, the symbol for harmony. For Kaito, this was the ultimate test. To capture harmony required a state of mind he feared his obsession had cost him. He prepared for 3 days. He fasted, he meditated, he cleaned his studio, arranging his tools again and again. He spoke to no one, emptying his mind to become a hollow vessel for the art. At dawn on the 4th day, he entered the studio. The light was soft, the silence absolute. He unrolled the finest sheet of silk paper, vast and white. He mixed his ink, its surface a dark mirror. He picked up his most prized brush and stood before the paper. An hour passed. He was a statue. Then he breathed. In one fluid motion his body began to dance. The brush met the paper, a strong, steady stroke, a graceful, flowing curve. He was not painting a word. He was breathing it into existence. He reached the final stroke. His concentration was a blade's edge. The world vanished. There was only the brush, the paper, and the void. He completed the stroke, and it happened. As he lifted the brush, his sleeve, perhaps from a tremor or a sudden breeze, grazed the tip. A single minuscule drop of black ink fell. It landed just below the perfect finished character. The silence screamed. Kaito stared. The drop was tiny, but on the vast white sea of the paper, it was a gaping wound, a blemish, a scar, a monument to his failure. The harmony was broken, a cold rage shattered his calm, a lifetime of discipline ruined by a single careless moment. He saw the scroll only as a record of his imperfection. He rolled it up tightly, his knuckles white, and walked toward the burning pit in his garden. "Master Kaito?" A soft voice interrupted his fury. It was the temple's abbot, an old blind man named Jin, guided by a novice. Kaito froze, hiding the scroll. "It is not ready," he stammered. Abbot Jin smiled, a smile that seemed to hear the leaves falling. "Nothing is ever ready, O Master. It simply is." "May we see what is?" With hands trembling in shame, Kaito unrolled the scroll. The morning light illuminated the character and the blemish. The young novice gasped, but Abbot Jin knelt. His sightless eyes turned toward the paper as if he could see more deeply. "Master," the novice began, "it is beautiful, but alas, there is a stain." The abbot raised a hand. His weathered finger traced the air just above the ink drop, feeling its presence. "Stain?" the abbot said softly. "I see no stain." Kaito's voice was sharp. "There, below the character, that drop, it has ruined the balance." Abbot Jin was quiet. Then he leaned closer. "Master Kaito," he said, his voice calm as still water, "you have not created a blemish. You have created a seal." "A seal?" Kaito asked. "You have drawn harmony with a skill no other possesses," the abbot said. "It is technically flawless. But harmony, Master, is not the absence of flaws. It is the acceptance of all parts." He pointed toward the drop. "This character," he said, is your skill, your control, your mind. Then his finger moved to the small drop. This, he whispered, is your humanity. It is the unexpected moment. It is life. Without this flaw, your character would be cold, soulless. This drop is the one thing that makes it complete. It is the artist's seal, the proof that a human, not a machine, was here. Kaito stared at the scroll. He looked, but with new eyes. He no longer saw a mistake. He saw what the abbot saw. The drop did not take away. It balanced. The perfection of the stroke suddenly existed to give a home to that one small, beautiful imperfection. A single tear, the first in decades, rolled down Kaito's cheek. It was not a tear of rage, but of release. The scroll was hung in the great meditation hall. Seekers of wisdom would come, and while many admired the masterful strokes, the wisest would spend their time meditating on the small drop of ink below. They understood. We live in a world that demands perfection. We show our filtered lives, our flawless scrolls. We hide our blemishes in shame, our failures, our scars. But true harmony is not a life without flaws. Perfection is sterile. True peace is found in accepting the whole. Our flaws, our unexpected drops of ink, are not mistakes. They are our signature. They are the proof of our humanity. They are the very thing that makes our masterpiece complete.